and they'll have 3 growth spurts during that time frame, during the like 8 days that they're actually a preteen. Hello everyone! Welcome back to another weekly Paralives dev chat update. You guys seem to really like last week's one, so I'm going to keep this going every week until we get to early access. Today the team released the dev chat from October 3rd and there's some really great stuff in there, but just before we dive in case you haven't seen it yet, I just wanted to show off the cute animation they put on socials yesterday. So we've got a teenager and an elder para, and they're both about to order something. So the teen, we can see, actually orders online using their phone, and then the elder actually makes a call. But how cute is that? I really love the effort that the team is going to put in details like this into the game. Apparently the teen not being able to order anything except for flowers is a glitch, and they have fixed it already. They did mention this on Twitter. But yeah, I just love the little details like this. It's really, really cute. I did see someone, I can't remember where, but somebody mentioned that it might be a bit like immersion breaking to have a teenager para age up and grow, and then eventually they just stop, ordering on their phone and start making phone calls. Like, why would you lose that skill? And I think that makes sense. Like, for now we have had people that have grown up with different levels of technology, but it's not necessarily going to be the case in a game like this. But it is what it is. I think it's still a really cute detail either way, and I don't think it would personally bother me. It might not bother some other people, but yeah, I can totally understand, like, some people this is going to really bother them. I'm sure though with the mod system, like, considering how easy it's supposed to be to make mods using stuff that's already in the game like this, I wonder if it is going to be something that we can mod in, like the different reactions, like maybe the personality of different paras would impact like what option they take to order something. So maybe you'll have a bunch of teenagers and some of them will make the call, some of them will order online. I think that would be a really interesting concept, but yeah, maybe something we can mod in. That would be quite fun. In the last update, we did have preteens confirmed. So of course, in this update, there are a couple more preteen related questions. And the first is about part-time jobs. Are preteens or teens able to work part-time jobs? For preteens, I'm thinking more like babysitting, dog walking once pets are added, etc. We currently don't have part-time jobs in the game. There's only rabbit hole occupations and school. Characters at the teen and up life stage can get a job. So it looks like we won't have part-time jobs for now, but teenagers can still work. I suppose that means full-time work. I do kind of wonder what this means for school. Like, are you gonna have to drop out of school? Like, can you drop out of school? Or would you be able to have like school and then maybe a full-time job that doesn't conflict with school hours? So we have another preteen question here. What can you tell us about the preteen life stage? Is it called the preteen life stage, or are you going with something else like tween? Jeremy's response is, what I can say about the preteen life stage is that it starts at 9 years old, lasts for 8 in-game days by default, unlocks your vibe and nets you a stat point, has 3 growth spurts, and allows a few new interactions that earlier life stages couldn't perform. This is so interesting. I don't recall growth spurts publicly being mentioned before, but let me know if I've just missed something. But yeah, it looks like we do have confirmation that paras can grow during a life stage. So you'll have a preteen and they'll have 3 growth spurts during that time frame, during the like 8 days that they're actually a preteen. That's really cool. And wouldn't it be awesome to have one of those height charts in game so that like you have this marker on the wall and then parent paras can like mark off the height of their kids over time? That would be so cute. You'll also get some interactions unlocked at this stage. So it is early access, so I don't expect that there will be a whole lot specific to preteens at this point, but it is great that we will be able to do more than what a child will be able to do, for example. I do also like that preteen stage adds to the personality as well. So they mentioned stat points and vibes. If you don't remember what these are, both were shown in the gameplay overview video a little while back. So stats are like a point system towards 4 main areas. So physique, mind, creativity, and charisma. So you can allocate points to each one. And then vibes are selected directly underneath the stat points in the Paramaker. And these are sort of like an overarching personality type. So you can choose one of overjoyed, grumpy, gloomy, energetic, serious, anxious, peaceful, and jester. It's great that we can choose a vibe as early as preteen stage. The actual wording is that it's unlocked, so I wonder if that means that it's optional to choose or not optional. So like, can we wait to choose one until a later life stage? I just mentioned this because I kind of imagine preteens and even teenagers to some extent will probably change personality a bit during those life stages and then like settle on a personality type like later in their teen or even early adulthood years. Either way, this sounds great so far, especially for early access. So preteens will have growth spurts, they'll unlock some interactions, and they'll even have some like personality, which is great. We have a question about height. Is it possible that paras will shrink when they get older, even just losing an inch or so when they age up to elders? So the response is that's not currently in the works. Someone could probably mod that in, but we're currently not planning to do that. Would be a nice detail, but only extremely eager-eyed players would notice it. This is such a neat idea that like older paras would shrink over time. There is a posture slider in Paramaker, so I wonder in addition to shrinking in height, we could also mod in a gradual decline in posture. I know like not everybody's posture is going to get worse over time, but I think it might make it look a little bit more realistic if we have like a combination of shrinking in height and maybe like slouching a little bit more. That would be interesting to see. There's a couple of heterochromia questions in this one. The first is, if heterochromia isn't inherited, can children still be born with it randomly? And the answer is no at the moment. So it will be something that we do have to apply ourselves in Paramaker. And the second one is, what types of heterochromia are in the game? I have central and I love to be able to recreate that. And we're told that we'll have central and complete. So there's 2 out of the 3 types of heterochromia. But yeah, I love that heterochromia is in the game, and I'm honestly surprised that they actually do have more than one type. So again, the details that the devs have already packed into this game is amazing. Next up is a question about child drawings. Can we upload our own drawings for parrots to do, like the picture decorations, where we can upload our own files? That doesn't seem to be possible, no. The item currently used during the animation is a prop and doesn't result in a drawing you can move around or place somewhere. This could be a neat addition later on. So from this, it looks like we're not going to be able to hang drawings on the wall. Like maybe it's just me that likes to do that, but I love hanging the kid drawings on bedroom walls. But they do seem to be open to updating this at some point, and I totally agree that like uploading custom drawings would be pretty neat as well. So hopefully at some point, maybe after early access, they'll revisit this and see what they can do. Next question is around dating. Are we going to have dates and some goals or wishes related to dating available on early access? So the response we get is that there is not a date system in the game at the moment. You can bring your romantic interest somewhere and have it be a date in your own internal story, but there won't be a UI element on the screen blinking date in progress or something of the sort. As such, while there are wants related to romantic interactions and relationships, there are none related to dates. Dates could be really fun to add in the future though. So no date system for now, but possibly in the future. We do already have the built-in system to do activities as a group and also the together card system. So it'll be interesting to see how we can use both of those systems to make a sort of fake date type scenario. I'm sure the community will come up with something creative that we can use in the meantime. Okay, the next one makes me very happy. So what is the function of the ... option next to NB in the gender selector? This opens an advanced menu where you can select things like if your character can get pregnant or get others pregnant. I'm super happy that you can customize this. Sometimes you just have to have 2 female characters and you want one to get the other pregnant. I don't even care that that's not realistic, but there are so many scenarios that you can use this for. I'm just so glad that this is something that we're actually getting. It honestly wasn't something that I thought would be there for early access, but yeah, I guess they have thought of a lot. I think the Paramaker just has so much customizability, but I'm very happy to see this. Next couple questions are around clothing. So the first one is, I love vintage stuff, so clothes, items, etc. Will there be any vintage items in Paralives? And Chloe says there are items in this style at the moment, but they do plan on adding more during and after the early access release, which is awesome. And the second question is, are some clothing or accessory items going to be age locked? So the response to this is yes, while things like high heels or lacy dresses could technically be equipped on every character sharing the same model, anything but babies and toddlers, we feel like very young children wearing those would be strange, so they only appear at a certain life stage. Same thing for lipstick or tattoos. I think this makes a lot of sense. I think it would be very weird for some of this stuff to show up in the child category, so I'm glad that they've thought about it. But by the way, I think the system that they have set up so that male and female paras can wear the same clothing is really great. So if we get like, say for example, vintage clothing for females, we can still put it on males and vice versa. Yeah, I think it just makes stuff a lot more versatile, which is really awesome. I will be doing these updates each week as we get the dev chat updates, so make sure to subscribe and click on the little notification bell if you want to see them on time. And I am planning a fun video for sometime next week, so that should come out in a few days. I'm very excited about this one, so it's a little bit different. I'm keen to see what you guys think. But yeah, make sure you're subscribed if you want to see that. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to click on the like button. And if you didn't like the video, then click on the dislike button. You do have free will. But that is all for now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.